Hi guys, we're here in central Portugal, today in the village of Atalaia do Campo, and we are in the steps of the Gardunha Mountain, basically just behind the house that we are going to see today, which is a 4-bedroom house with a garage, side garden and even a back garden. The plot itself has 400 square meters of land. The livable space is all in a ground floor, which is kind of nice. You don't need to go up and down the stairs. Besides an attic that you can repurpose for whatever projects you may have. Atalaia do Campo, it's a small village with several around it, which does offer some daily amenities like supermarkets and cafes. And we are very close by to some known villages for you by now, which is Alpedrinha at the Gardunha Mountain, and Soalheira at the other side, and also Castelo Novo with an amazing river beach and a lot more to offer in the region. So come along with me, let's check it out. And so starting in the front of the house, which is this, the side garden, the house just there, and then a corridor on the right side of the house. The land is shaped, has a almost perfect rectangle, so on this side is not a 90-degree going that way, it starts to close, but it makes quite a good function of the plot, you will understand it. And of course around this other houses, this is a village on the steps of the Gardunha, which is just there, so on the back we'll have an amazing view of the Gardunha Range. And as I told you, on the left side we have a nice small flower bed with a couple of fruit trees, and where the gas deposit is, I will explain you, we will find the garage with a nice wide gate to fit virtually any vehicle, a nice wall to the front. You don't need even to paint it, so it's a ready to move in house. It's even being lived at the moment. And yes, this is a straight line going to the end of the plot, creating that rectangle. Let us use this small gate here. This is a friend saying hello. And coming back again to this garden on the left, so we can then retrieve. We have this amazing and lush flower bed all around us. Decorative bushes, yeah. The lady, she's very proud of what she's done. There's a pear tree over there. And a nice orange tree just here. And going here to the end, just to show you this more technical deposit. This is where the gas bottles are. They are used to run both the hot water and to cook. So it comes from here. They have two good ones. There's a company here which basically comes and change them whenever it gets empty. And to the side, this plot has no building. Better saying, it has that building over there, so no building will be done here. And we have a nice tall wall and fence, enough for you to have your privacy. And again, well attended outside space, and inside of course. It's never too much to say, because indeed we love to show properties attended like this. Sometimes not all of them are. We do have gutters all around the house and the garage even, which then again they go to their rightful place, which is basically the rainwaters to the flushing systems. So we have no soggy areas around which could create some damping. And now this is the nice garage. Let me just turn on the light. This is the only light of the house which is not LED. Other than that, all of them are. And it's a big garage. Properly done. We do have a window for some ventilation just there. Here we have some shelves for more storage. Of course, the shelving will stay. And long. So, yeah. I think if the shelves wouldn't be there, probably you could fit 2 cars, but at least one could easily and comfortable be there. We have an outlet here with, not outlet, a tap of water, sorry, tap of water there to do some cleaning if needed be. The flowers. So the house was renovated. I just want you to explain you that 3 of the windows, which is this one, that bedroom, and another one on the back, so 3, eventually you could upgrade them because they are in wood framing, and ideally nowadays one likes to have the double glazed, aluminium or PVC. So you could do that update, which is the only one. This is the main door of the house, but it's not the one that we are going to use. Because, I don't know, well, I understand the why. People start to use the back door, okay? It's easier to go straight to the sunroom or to the kitchen with shopping and groceries and so on. So it's the door that we are going to use. So the side of the house, as you can see, properly and well maintained. Of course, water connected to mains water, mains electricity, main sewage. We do have fiber optics here on the village. And here starts the back of the house. This is a nice paved patio before the more working area, if you want to, the garden area, which is close to the house. Here we have a nice entry to a sunroom. And this is that third room, a third window that I told you that eventually you could upgrade it. They didn't see the necessity to do it still, but if you want to, go ahead with it. And before we go into the house, here just to explain it, we have a tank, which is a fish pond at the moment, and they are multiplying. When they came here for the first time, it looked that they were 17, and now we have over 40 goldfish. Quite nice. You will stay with those also, okay? And here, very well decorated, a crown of roses. And here we have a small ramp going to the garden. And all of these can be garden area. And we have an olive tree here. We have a nice lemon tree here, producing a lot. Decorative bush, which smell quite well. Some vines there on the right side. So you will find a lot of varieties. Some strawberries there. Let me show you one. If not, you won't believe me. There you go. And other plants and bushes, which basically decorate all of this garden. Another strawberry over there. Here, it's a pear also, or pear or apple, I'm not sure. I believe it's pear. And the garden continues on, again closing to that triangle. Veggie patches, all of this. We do have a small step over there, but here it's almost a continuous ramp. I'll show you the buildings in a minute. Another lemon tree over there, some cabbages. More cabbages over there. So quite a lot in a small plot of land. 400, which I believe can be enough for those who don't want a lot of maintenance. Could be a perfect idea. A fig tree. This is another fruit tree. I'm not sure what it is. And then it closes in this corner. So well fenced on one side, which is now the gentleman's garden. Well fenced on this side also. And yeah, I believe from here you understand that it starts to widen up. To the right it goes to where we started to shoot the video, and to the left to the corridor on the side of the house. Now from here I believe you can have in perspective much more idea of the structure. So the house creates an L shape. Besides this first room that we're going to see, it's a living room. But starting from here, just a small shed, which was created to make use of the space, to make it has a storage. You do have electricity here. And from here we have this one, which is connected to the house, to the structure of the house already, which is a nice tool shop. Well done, modern built. Some shelving will stay, of course, and no wooden structures, nothing. Everything is modern built. Electricity for you to play around with, some electric tools if needed be, and light, of course. In here, this window and the next one, all of this is the living room. which will go to the kitchen area, sunroom and bedroom area on the main building. So quite nice. This type of water, quite ingenious. Basically, you remove the hose and you connect it there, and you have your own private shower. Wanting, if you are sunbathing outside and want to cool down a little bit, or just working, could be an idea. So we have two ways to enter on this sunroom, which you can go using this door just in front. On the right of the fish aquarium, quite nice and quite big. But we will use the other way, which I believe it's easier for you to understand the shape of the buildings. And again, nice place for a picture just there. Quite nice. So let's go in. So here we enter straight into this sunroom. Quite amazing. So all the social, it's on this side. We have a friend here. There are two of them. And on this part we have the 4 bedrooms, bathroom and attic. We have alarm system, which is working. The ones that use the app, so online you can see who goes and who comes. And the minute you enter, you notice the difference in temperature is much cooler here because the spring has already started. So nice sunroom for whatever ideas you may have. They use this part also has the laundry area because the kitchen is just there. Connections were made for sewage, water and electricity. So you could fit here a drying and washer. Why not? Because these appliances will not stay. And all of this is already double glazed, aluminium, so modern materials. Only those 3 windows that I told you could be eventually upgraded. And now going into the kitchen, a lot of cabinets for you to work around with. Big countertop, so if you like to cook, please go ahead. And here we have this amazing space. We find a fireplace just there at the corner. And more or less from the corner, let me show you. A white kitchen, it's white laminate, quite used nowadays. A lot of space for storage. But the appliances will not stay. Only these ones which are the hob, the exhaust system, and the boiler to run the hot water, which runs on gas. All the others will be removed. We have a nice sink just there. And needless to say, you can fit whatever table you want here. Fireplace, it's an open one. If you like some barbecues, you can do it there or just outside. Or if not, ideally, one could put a wood burner and it would warm up the house much more than what it does like this. And here, the living room, very spacious. It's just living room, because on the kitchen you can fit your dining table, the size you want it, virtually. And we have abundant natural light from those 2 windows, which we just walked outside. Let me just go to the end, so you can see it from this side. So, abundant natural light. So a big living room. Quite amazing, quite nice. And I love these connections. It's nice to live, to receive friends, even on the daily basis with the family. They are together instead of being each one in a different room. I do like these more family-like rooms. Quite nice. And now from here, let us go to the bedroom area. We come to the sunroom, and very well, this is your private space. And let us cruise from the right, for example, and then we'll return again. So here we find 4 bedrooms, this being one of them. And I don't see any sense to update this window, because you are insulated by the sunroom. That's why I'll refer to you the other 3. Spacious bedroom. You can fit whatever wardrobe you want just there, besides a king-size table. This is laminate floor all throughout this bedroom areas. And continue, and here on the right probably is the biggest one. They even installed those open closets, which that one will stay because it was done for here. It doesn't make any sense to tear it apart and try to fit it in another house. And here to the front of the house, which we have 2 bedrooms to the front and 2 to the back. This is the window that I was referring to you that eventually could be upgraded. Again, laminate floor all around. In Portuguese we call these floating boards because they do shift between the seasons. And continue on. This is the main door, which we were outside. But again, as I believe you noticed by now, they prefer to use that one over there. So 3rd bedroom, again quite big, goes to the front of the house, and space enough for you to put your wardrobe over there. And here a picture of a random beautiful man. How are you? So it's a 3rd and good bedroom. And here, let me just turn on the light. A fully renovated bathroom. The sink, toilet, bidet, and shower plate at the end, which are those which are shallow to the ground, which are safer to use, with the glass to protect the water from coming outside, and the window, which is already or was already upgraded to aluminium. Whites and blues, quite nice, quite beautiful. Of course, all of this part is tiled and not using the laminate. The laminate doesn't like water usually. Here's the attic. Let us leave this for the end. And here the 4th and last bedroom, which this is the 3rd window that I would advise you to eventually upgrade it if you use it as a bedroom. It would give you more comfort, of course. And again, space enough for your wardrobe over there, because this furniture will not stay, only that open closet will. And this is a space that uses the low end of the staircase, because the staircase that we are going to use is somewhere here. Let me show you. Yeah, quite good, always to use these shallow spaces. So, storage, of course. Even all the outlets were upgraded, changed to more modern ones. And from here, let's go to the attic, which is and was a good surprise. I believe you will agree with me, because it's all of the space of the bedroom area. So it's amazing. It's kind of raw. What you mean is not finished, but it gives you the idea, or not the idea, sorry, one can look at the insulation that they did here. So this is insulation in between the beams, so this will last forever. The floor is still cemented. It was never finished because they didn't use it and don't still, but a connection was left here already for sewage, hot and cold water, if you want to connect a bathroom up here, for example. So this is a hobby room. If you want to play your PlayStation or to do some knitting. There's an oldie, by the way. Let me just show you. I don't know if you like this older stuff. I do. This is one of the oldies. We do find them every once in a while. Who knows, maybe we close the deal and that will stay for the agents. Just kidding. And by the way, let me just turn you so you can understand the height. So I'm 186 centimeters height and until here. So understand all of the space that we have here. So quite big. Nice. And this is it, guys. Hope you liked it. It's an amazing house, a ground floor at the steps of the Gardunha Mountain, with a lot around between these villages. Besides the Gardunha Mountain itself, you find river beaches, good restaurants around, shopping malls, and you are in between several cities like Fundão, just 20 minutes north, Castelo Branco, 30 minutes south, besides the local villages. I'll leave my contact details at the end of the description for anything that you may need. See you next time. Bye-bye. Cheers.